find me on Twitch at Loyalty Tom. If they ever want to come and kick it over with me, I play with pretty near everyone. All my
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Wednesday afternoon basketball with Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. With us tonight, 1990 NBA dunk contest finalist Kenny the Jet Smith. I remember that 90 event. You were terrific. You were skying all over the place.
Man, thanks for having me. But how did they give Dominic that? He did the same dunk 3 times. If you do the same dunk, you're going to get the same score. That doesn't make sense to me. But hey, man, happy to be here.
And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Supersonics, they slide down to the 3rd spot, trying not to slide any further.
You know, right now for Montreal, you can't love where they're at right now. It hasn't been a bad season by any means, but they know they have the potential for so much more.
Now let's take a look at the Sonics opening lineup. Big Smooth out there with ABC. Then it's Johnson, then there's the waiter, and it's Houdini at the small forward. And for Montreal, they've got Thunder. The Machine is out there with ABC. Then there's Z, and it's Crawford at the shooting guard position.
Kenny, you played alongside some incredible clutch performers. Who would you give the ball to now for a game-deciding 3?
Game-deciding 3. Steph Curry's number 1. Klay Thompson number 2. Real is retired, so I'll go with Trey Young.
What about Dame Lillard?
I'm sorry. Dame Lillard number 3. And then Trey.
So Steph,
Klay,
Lillard. Okay.
Game-winning 3. Not off the dribble.
I'm going to throw a wild card out there.
No.
Hey, Kevin and I saw him hit one of the biggest threes.
That's a wild card, though.
That's a wild card. Hey, he hit a 3 to get to the finals.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
And he was injured in that game.
Yeah.
He had to go series. First free throw is good. That's good as he hits both of his shots.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
This is it to McKenzie. Bledsoe with here's Grimes, and he could not get them one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Montreal shooting their first free throws of this.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. Kenny, of course, you were nicknamed the Jet for a reason. Who do you think is the fastest player right now going end-to-end in the league?
With the ball, right now, De'Aaron Fox. Which is probably just
Too far behind the meter.
but he's more speed and power.
Yeah.
But in talk about,
But
I had a thing one time, and it was they scored. The team scored. I scored. It was 7 minutes and 15 seconds. And so, and it was only on an outlet.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long pass.
You got it in stride.
In stride, and then 2 seconds later.
Wow.
So De'Aaron Fox could do that.
That's fast.
That's a jet.
Thus, and so it's Montreal now. The Sonics getting the bucket. Here's Augustine. Lets it go from 11. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, this guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
To the paint. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Augustine after the basket by Seattle. No good that time. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Augustine with the steal. The pass to McKenzie. Puts up a 3. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Augustine's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the blockout, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Here's Lowe. Woke loose. Crawford with the steal. It's 2-on-1. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Johnson against Crawford. Lowe, the pass to Johnson. There's Big Smooth. The shot that time, not on target.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Grimes. Can't tie it up as that one misses. For Seattle, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. For the players, NBA contracts are guaranteed, but we also see performance incentives. I'm sure that's got to be a motivator, right, with those incentives in that contract.
If that motivates you to play, then something's wrong with you.
Because you should love it.
Because the guaranteedness of being there and the wanting to win should motivate you anything. More than anything else.
And honestly, like, most guys, this sounds crazy, but they don't really know all of language in the contract. They just know it's got a G at the end of it, guaranteed. Because, like, you really don't think about that stuff, and you sure as heck don't think about it in the heat of the battle.
Check out the group of rookies with the best percentages from the charity stripe this season. Look at Johnson, second in the NBA. So great from the line.
And really, he needs to continue getting to the free throw line as much as possible because he's pretty deadly once he gets there.
Pass to Reynolds. Oh, that's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Supersonics will retain possession. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
first quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Kenny, as a freshman, you joined one of the great lineups to ever play in college basketball with guys like Michael Jordan, Sam Perkins. I mean, it was a who's who of the game.
Yeah, Michael was so excited to play.
Was he?
As soon as I walked on campus, when I walked on campus,
New York,
he picked me up at the airport, you know, drove me around. Oh, yes. But it was just great. Playing there with those kind of guys, it really gets you ready and prepared.
Had you met Jordan before you went
on a visit? Just on a visit.
On a visit, you
But he wasn't the best player really at the time. Sam Perkins was the guy. He was a 4-year All-American, first team. So it was Sam Perkins who everyone was on, and plus he was from New York.
And so it's Montreal now. Seattle able to drain the three. Drops in the breakaway layup. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Montreal. Trailing by 5 to the left side wing. Back to Bledsoe on the arc. That one, no good. And it's the Sonics taking it the other way.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
And so it's Montreal now. The Sonics getting the bucket. Here's the waiter. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and brings it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here is Augustine. 14 points from him the last game again.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
A free throw drops for Augustine. And Montreal will go for a different look here. Champs checked in for ABC. Big Red comes in for Z. James checked in for Bottoms. And it's White in for Thunder. Then for the Supersonics, Maurice checked in for ABC. Shake and Bake comes in for Houdini. And it's Mr. Incredible in for the waiter. Both free throws, good from Augustine.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Guys, the game nowadays more open, more freedom of movement. Kenny, do you like where the game seems to be headed?
Yeah, as a fan, I like it. And if I was a player, I would like it. Because of my style of play, I can imagine a lot of players in my era wouldn't like it. But a lot more fun to watch, a lot of flow to the game.
The thing I like about it is you have to be more skilled in the game today. Because you can't just grab and hold and beat people up today. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like your Nick team.
Yeah, exactly. We would have struggled today. We would have struggled.
Seattle leading by 4. Fires it up. They get it back. Allman, and it's blocked. Here's Big Red. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Pass to Craig. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Johnson outside. Here's Mr. Incredible, light covering, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And let's check out a breakdown, looking at some of the stats for him.
And if you look at his numbers from an analytics standpoint, the first thing you'll see is that his true shooting percentage is on the rise. This month, he's been a far more efficient scorer than he was earlier in the season.
officials have been more vigilant, guys, whistling the travel violations that we see. At the same time, the league revising the rule book to clarify the gather step when players terminate their dribble. Kenny, in that regard, do you like the way the game is being officiated right now?
What is a gather step? Either you're walking or you're not.
Well, it would seem that way, wouldn't it?
Either you're moving or you're stationary.
The gather step's always been there. It just, honestly, a lot of guys didn't have the ability to, didn't know how to master it. Iverson was the first guy that I saw that had mastered the gather step. And that's, to me, it's just kind of the
Walking in my book, bro. It's still.
No, it's you gather it. You get that extra. It's basically, it gives you a habit.
I'm old school. Let's walk.
You're old.
Yeah, and you didn't finish school.
Here is Mr. Incredible after the basket by Montreal. To the inside. Here's Allman. And it's blocked. With the ball. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Supersonics have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Here's Mr. Incredible. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Mr. Incredible's got 5 points so far.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Jimmy. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Robbins. That 3 off the mark. Montreal trails by 5. White dishes to Preds. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays. But you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
And Seattle shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign.
Over the last few years, Jet, the step-back three has become a staple for some guys. Who do you think is the most consistent with it?
Harden and Doncic, easily. You know who started with that step back? Guy named, the first time I ever saw him,
Yeah.
Oh, really? I never saw a step back until he
And it
played.
was quick.
Yeah, he used to do a quick step back. And I'd never seen the step back move ever in my life before. And I was like, what is that? Is that a walk? He's like, no, it's a step back. And now we got the step to step to step to step to step back.
Besides that.
And what's going to be the next development?
You're just going to be able to run and you don't have to.
We're seeing that right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And out of bounds as the Sonics gain possession. Seattle leading by 5. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. Puts it up off the inbound.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
In the corner, it's James. Just 5 on the clock. Passes to Craig. It doesn't go for him. Seattle goes the other way with it.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
The Sonics have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. Good, Murray. that time.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
34 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And the pass to Prez. Pass to Big Red. Outside, White. Off target with his three. Here's Mr. Incredible. He picked up 36 points in their last 20 games.
Boy, the defense had tons of difficulty covering him. They kept putting him at the line, and he burned them.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so it's Seattle with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action after this word. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys,
I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Here's White. You know, every player has that moment when they know it's their last season in the league. The body tells them, the mind probably leads them in that direction. Did you know, Kenny, when it was time to retire?
When the paycheck stopped coming, I was like, oh, shit, it's time to give it up.
No, your body, right?
Oh, my body.
Yeah.
Oh, that was one reason. But then there's a play when in basketball, when you get a steal, you take a picture back to see who's chasing you. And when you realize when you're young, guys don't chase you. They have that body language. They're not coming after you. But when you turn around and they all have that body language like they're coming after you, it's time to retire.
Man, the funny thing for me, being more of a defensive player, I'd never forget, there was a loose ball, like, at half court, and I was like 5-6 feet from it. And I looked at it, and I said to myself, can I get that? And by the time I processed it
was gone.
Young Billy had already got it. I went home and cried that night, true story, because I knew really time to hang him up, baby.
How old were you?
I was 34.
You know who the real guy made me retire? Darryl Armstrong. It was a preseason game. I was in Detroit. And this guy full pressure me. And I couldn't really bring the ball. I couldn't bring the ball up. I couldn't bring it up. I had to let somebody else bring the ball up. He was pressuring me. I was like, it's time.
You've got Big Red. White is out there with T. Then there's Champ. And it's Prez in at the 4-man position. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Sonics, Murray out there with Cook. Then there's Mr. Incredible. Then there's Shake and Bake. And it's Big Smooth in at center.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like this has become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
ABC's checked in for Champ. Z comes in for Big Red. Bottoms, he's checked in for James. And Thunder subbed in for White. And then for Seattle, ABC's checked in for Murph. Houdini comes in for Shake and Bake. The Waiters subbed in for Mr. Incredible.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
For Montreal, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. to Cook. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Big Smooth. Here's Reynolds. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
There's the 3. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Down low. That's good, and the Supersonic lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Fred.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Cook, the pass to Lowe. Shot from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Montreal.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Here is Cook. No points in the game yet for him. And Bledsoe hands it in the corner. Lets a floater go. Rebound by the Sonics. Big Smooth got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Oh, the pass to Houdini. It's good from long range. Houdini's got 5.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Crawford outside. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Crawford's got 4 points this quarter. Sonics leading by 6. Seattle calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Sonics. Let's give some credit now to a group of terrific young defenders. The rookie leaders in blocks since the All-Star break. Look at Big Smooth, one of the top intimidators in the league, a fierce shot blocker.
I tell you, he's picked a lot of opponents' tendencies as the year has gone on and has put that knowledge to work defensively.
Oh, the pass to Reynolds. Off target from outside. Montreal trails by 6. Here's Augustine. Fouled on the shot, picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Montreal shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Find the lane. One shot.
And here are the Supersonics now. There's the waiter. Johnson outside. Inside. Here's Reynolds. shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. No good on the free throw. Maurice checked in for Big Smooth. Second free throw, good. Montreal trails by 4. Crawford outside. Out to the wing. Here's McKenzie. Again, Montreal scores. And it's Seattle with the ball. Here's the waiter. To the middle, here's Johnson, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For Seattle, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Johnson. And Johnson drops them both. Montreal trails by 4. Thunder. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Bledsoe outside. Now here's Crawford. Shot clock at 5, and the call will go against Houdini. That is his first foul of the game. So right side, the pass to McKenzie. He gets it in there.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
Here's Lowe. It's rebounded by Montreal. ABC's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
McKenzie passes to Bledsoe. 6 to shoot. 7-foot shot. Again, Montreal scores.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's the waiter. Johnson outside. And once again off the mark by Seattle. Well, Montreal shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. To the paint, here's Grimes. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. ABC's got the lead up to 2 now for Montreal. Seattle calls timeout. One guy has been getting it done as the machine.
Boy, he's been relentless. And to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
Incredible comes in for the waiter. Here is Mr. Incredible. 5 points in the game. Bledsoe with Crawford, no one around him. Hits it from three-point range. Now it's a 5-point Montreal lead.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And Seattle shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Reynolds passes to Johnson. They need this. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Crawford. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
For Montreal, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. Here's what Montreal's going with right now. James comes in for Bowers. And it's wide in for Thunder.
One shot.
That's good from Bledsoe.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Mr. Incredible's got 8 points.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Murray against Augustine. From deep, James. Offensive rebound. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. 8 points for ABC.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Floats one up. Here's Robbins, and it's blocked. And they get it back. Montreal leading by 7. Augustine looking around. Here's Grimes. Banked in off the glass. He's got 10.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Murray outside. There's a minute 34 left in the second quarter. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
For Seattle, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Falls for Johnson.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
So for Montreal, Champs checked in for ABC, and Big Red subbed in for Z. He hits the second from the line. One's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. Montreal leading by 7. And what about our special guest? Kenny, thanks for taking the time to join us, dropping by. Always a pleasure. You add so much to the broadcast.
Man, thanks for having me. This is just great.
Thank you. And what an experience it was. Great to have Kenny joining us. You always know he's going to give you his honest opinion, which makes him so great.
Kevin, and throughout his playing days and now as a broadcaster, Kenny has never pulled any punches. He'll tell it to you like it is, and that's one reason he is so beloved.
Here's Augustine, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And once again, off the mark by Seattle. Now Montreal shooting an efficient 53% from the field. James. The quick look, no good that time.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And it's Murray penetrating. Kept alive.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Augustine, that's good.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here is Mr. Incredible. 8 points for him. Pass to Shaken with 2 seconds left. And so it's Montreal holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. And returning from his sojourn, doing some in-game analysis. He laughed, cried, turned down the volume. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Smith.
Yeah, welcome back, buddy. Kenny, man, we missed you. Yeah, you guys like how put it in the minimal. That's not a lot. They treated me so well down there.
What's next for 3 minutes? How about 0?
I'm so hurt.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from the machine.
He's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Greg, as a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence as these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
They got the machine. Bottoms is out there with Thunder. Then there's Z, and it's ABC in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And the first free throw is good. Good on both. Montreal leading by 9. Here's Thunder. Crawford outside. Pass to Augustine. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Here's Big Smooth. Johnson for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Johnson's got 14 points for the game.
Coming off a big game. His confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
For Montreal, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. Second half is underway. To the inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Johnson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him skip to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Out of bounds, Montreal takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Montreal leading by 11. Here's Thunder. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Now here's Bledsoe. D right on him. He was all alone on that one. Thunder's got the lead up to 14 now for Montreal.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Down low. Here's Johnson, and it's denied.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
For Montreal, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. Seattle trails by 17. Seattle calls timeout.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Check out the stats for Thunder. He's definitely been getting it done since the All-Star break. He's right around 17 points tonight, 5 assists and 2 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Here's Thunder. 17-point lead, their biggest. And that one, good. Thunder's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Johnson draws the double. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Poked away. Out of bounds, Montreal takes possession.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. 13th in free throw percentage, 17th in scoring, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And he deserves credit for knocking down such a high percentage of his free throws. It's not a glamour part of the game, but incredibly important nonetheless. And it goes down 2 points. ABC's got 14.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Big Smooth, headed by Augustine. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Crawford against Johnson. Crawford passes to Augustine, takes it off the glass. Augustine's got 10 points here in the second half.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Low, the pass to Reynolds. Seattle with a fresh shot clock. Here's Ullman, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And what started it all? Terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off.
Passes it to McKenzie. Inside, Augustine. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Augustine's got 32 points.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
To the inside. Here's Lowe. Trying to get open as Johnson.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right. GA seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Seattle. Down low. Here's Reynolds. He has 5. From 13, and another basket for Seattle.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Montreal calls timeout. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Different look here. Champs checked in for ABC. Prez comes in for the Machine. Big Red's checked in for Z. And Gene subbed in for Bottoms. The Sonics also changing it up. Cook, he's checked in for Houdini. And it's Mr. Incredible in for the Waiting. And there's the call on the eraser. That's his first foul. And Montreal making a change here. White's checked in. Now Prez.
Shot taking what the defenders.
Simply stated, simply not enough effort. I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all this guy.
One shot.
And with small ball catching on, it's the rare team door. Been more popular.
Well, to me, Kevin, the NBA game is one that's in constant and restricted area opportunities. That seems to be the most efficient way to play the game of basketball. On the defensive end, what that requires is positionless players, guys in the post who can guard the perimeter, switchability, all the becoming harder and harder to play in today's NBA.
And the first one at the line is good. Shake and Bake's checked in for the Sonics. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Seattle trails by 16. Here's Ullman, and two shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Montreal. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
First one falls for him.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Thunder's checked in for Montreal. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Montreal leading by 14. And here is Prez. 7 points in the game. Oh, that's blocked. They recover it. The Supersonics have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Here is Mr. Incredible. He's got 8. And there's the pass to Shaking. 5 to shoot. Here is Cook. To the paint. Here's Prez, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Prez has got 9.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Here's Shake and Bake. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
Here's Thunder. 9 points in the game so far. Prez passes to McKenzie. That shot off. Seattle goes the other way with it. Fires from deep. Got a hand on it. And so it looks like the Supersonics will retain possession here. Here is Cook. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Big smooth the pass to Cook. Shot clock at 6.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Shake and Bake. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 8 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
And the first one drops. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
It's deflected. 1:35 left in the third quarter of the game. James looking around. Montreal again missing. Seattle trails by 12. To the middle. Here's Robbins. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. 1:06 left to play here in the third. Here is Cook. It's rebounded by Prez. Pass to McKenzie.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards. What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Pass to Craig. 27 seconds left in the third. Count it. And that's now 11 points for Thunder.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here is Mr. Incredible. 8 points for him. Releases. Buzzer beater. And so it's Montreal up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We come back right after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's Seattle with the ball. On the court for Seattle. Houdini is out there with Big Smooth. And it's ABC. Then there's Mr. Incredible. And it's Shake and Bake in at the 2. Here's Houdini. Pocket 6. Offensive rebound. And it's blocked. Passes it to Big Red. That one off the back iron and out. Seattle trails by 12. The pass to Houdini. Here is Mr. Incredible. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
Pass the Big Red. Here's Thunder. Some nice passing by Montreal here. Crawford outside. To the wing on the left. Here's Prez. Montreal again missing. For Seattle, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. That cuts the lead to single digits. And that's now 11 points for Mr. Incredible.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Crawford finds Prez. The shot. Montreal again missing. Seattle trails by 7. Pass to Shaken. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Drills the three-pointer.
And you talk about getting back into the game, folks. 3 is better than 2.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today.
Montreal calls timeout.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
For Montreal, ABC comes in for Prez, and the machine subbed in for Big Red. The Sonics also changing it up. ABC's checked in for ABC. Johnson comes in for Shake and Bake. The waiters subbed in for Mr. Incredible. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open 3, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Seattle trails by 6. On the wing, Johnson, guarded by Crawford. Goes up on the wing. Johnson, good. Johnson's got 16 points here in the second half.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
Now the pass to ABC. For 3, Bledsoe. And Reynolds pulls it down. Reynolds has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Find the lane. Right side. For Montreal, they've gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway.
And that shot was huge as they tried to stem the tide here and hang on to the lead.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Johnson against Crawford. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Just 5 on the clock. Montreal needs to get off a shot, and it's blocked. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Houdini passes to Lowe. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And a quick look at how the Supersonics schedule is shaping up on Thursday, then on Monday.
In that game against Memphis, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Here's Crawford. And Reynolds pulls it down. Reynolds has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Augustine, that's good. Augustine's got 16 here in the second half.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Here's Reynolds. It's rebounded by Montreal. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Seattle. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Montreal leading by 3. Pass to McKenzie. Crawford looking over the floor. And Augustine kicks to Bledsoe. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Here's the waiter. It's rebounded by Montreal. Augustine's got 6 rebounds in the game. Bledsoe passes to McKenzie. Crawford outside. And Reynolds pulls it down. Seattle trails by 6. Here's Johnson. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Crawford kicks to Bledsoe. Now here is Augustine. He's tightly guarded. Bledsoe passes to McKenzie. 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Houdini's got 4 rebounds now tonight. From deep. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Well, that's his shot right there. You know, if he gets any kind of room, he's going to dial it up from distance.
Passes it to McKenzie. To the inside. Here's Grimes. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Pass to Reynolds. And it's blocked.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. The deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
The pass to Houdini. Here's Ullman. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Big Smooth's got 17 now, just in the second half. And Bledsoe with the stop.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Seattle trails by 3. Here's the waiter. Just 5 to shoot. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. An incredible alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. pass to Big Smooth. Inside, Reynolds. And he uses the glass on the layup. Reynolds has got 4 this quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Going to the rack with energy. This is a D, afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Down low, here's Johnson. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And he's good on the 3-ball. 17 points for Thunder.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And of course, he makes good use of it.
Pass it to Houdini. There's the pass to Lowe. Fires the 3. Seattle with a fresh shot clock.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle
Shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
And Seattle's shooting in the 4th has been tremendous, 59%. Shot by Johnson, no good. Well, Montreal shooting fairly well in the 4th, around 48%. There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Mr. Incredible, he's checked in for the waiting.
A guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
Seattle calls timeout. They're behind by 10. 40 seconds left in the 4th. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, the Machine.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. .40 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Robbins. Pass to Elliott. And here's Anthony for 3. It's rebounded by Montreal. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Kicks it to Rice.